What's good, guys? It's your boy Nico Talks Football, back with another video. In today's video, I'm just going to be discussing the Chelsea and Barcelona game. I didn't even want to make this video really, but I knew I had to. It was a very important game, and obviously it didn't go the way we wanted, but I still think it's probably not going to be like a normal match review, but I'm just going to be saying random stuff and really just discussing some of the players too. Just overall what happened and what went wrong. A lot of stuff went wrong in this game, but I'll be discussing that today in today's video. First off, to begin, I thought the game, it could have ended very differently if some stuff would have went the other way. Obviously, you guys might know what I'm talking about. First of all, if I think Ferran Torres converts that chance in the first 5 minutes, I think this game goes way differently. Barcelona probably, I don't want to say they end up winning the game, but definitely they don't end up losing. At most, they'll lose 2-1. They might even get a draw, maybe even a win. For me, that Ferran Torres chance was just you can't miss that, bro. I'm going to get on to Ferran Torres after, but if you miss that chance, you can't expect to be winning these games. If Ferran puts that away, Barcelona go up 1-0, momentum on their side, everything. That was when the game shifted. And after that, you saw the game shift. Even though it was early, after that chance, you knew Barcelona weren't going anywhere. And then to make it worse, you saw all the disallowed goals as well. Barcelona got lucky at times. They were rightly disallowed because they are offside, but you saw the first goal was coming. I saw from a mile away Chelsea were going to score the first goal. I could just smell it because they were having chances. They were scoring. Even though they were in offside positions, they were getting in behind so easily. It was I knew Chelsea was going to score before the half. So that's why when Ferran missed that chance, I was that was a big blow. And then when it really changed was when Araujo got sent off. After that, we all knew. I think Chelsea were 1-0 up at that point as well. So once Araujo got sent off, with Chelsea being 1-0 up, the game was over. No one could argue. Every Barcelona fan, you had to be stupid to think Barcelona was still going to win that game. We were just there for vibes at that point, but that's where I thought the game, honestly, those were the two turning points for me. If those things don't happen, the game goes differently, obviously, but still, it wasn't good enough for Barcelona. I don't even know where to start here in this game. The defense, I can't even say the defense was that bad because when you go down to 10 men, obviously Chelsea are gonna have chances. They're gonna create. They're gonna score. But I thought overall the midfield was the worst part of the game today. On versus Chelsea, I thought the midfield they didn't control anything. Eric Garcia and De Jong in there. That's just they're not physical enough for me. I don't know. Just if Pedri's in that game, I think it goes differently. But obviously, we gotta see what with the players we have. We have to compete with the players we have. Injuries are not an excuse. So for me, attacking, we didn't even create anything going forward either. Lamine Yamal was quiet. Ferran and Lewandowski. I'm not even gonna get onto Ferran Torres and Lewandowski. They're at this point, you might as well just send them out on vacation. They can leave early. For me, the midfield today, if we have Fermin Lopez, it came out that he did play hurt that whole game, and he actually has an injury now. He's gonna be out for the next 2 weeks. So Fermin Lopez was half hurt, so he didn't do anything. De Jong had a poor performance. Eric Garcia was okay, but so for me, that midfield, and the back line was terrible as well. But the back line's always terrible, so it's not anything different that we haven't seen. The back line is always terrible. The midfield was something that was going to save us, and it didn't either because the midfield was trash too. So I don't even know what to say, but a very underwhelming performance. And for me, Araujo's red card just. I don't know what to say. Araujo again getting really. What's up with Araujo getting red cards in these big Champions League games? I don't understand. First of all, he got a stupid red card for talking back to the ref, and you make that challenge on Cucurella with no intent of getting the ball. He just slides in late. He's got no. But I don't know how you can be a footballer with no IQ like that. This guy's brain literally doesn't function. I don't understand how you can be a footballer and you can't think of your brain doesn't function. Overall. Other than that, we've been saying it for a while. The high line has to get. You got to get rid of the high line, but Hansi Flick is not getting rid of it. So I guess every big game is gonna look like this. It's gonna be the opposition is gonna score 3 goals, and Barcelona's just gonna have to outscore them 4-3, 5-4. That's how we're gonna win games, I guess. And if he can win if Hansi Flick thinks Barcelona can win games like that, that's very disappointing on him because for you to be a professional coach and you think you're going to win games 5-4 and 4-3 at a professional level is just, you have to be stupid. So overall, I don't know, it was disappointing, obviously. I'm not going to get into, tactics and stuff like that. what went tactically wrong. Like, I honestly couldn't even care what went tactically wrong. This team's just in shambles, and you could discuss tactics all day. In the end, Barcelona didn't have any fight. Lamine Yamal, he doesn't even look like he wants to be there, and I don't even blame him because when you're giving chances like that to Ferran Torres and they can't even score, what is he supposed to do at the end of the day? Frankie De Jong looked. They all looked like no energy. No one had energy on that field except for Balde. For me, Balde was the only one trying. And then when Rafinha came on, it was too late. But they were the only two that showed energy. On to the players now. John Garcia, nothing he could do honestly. If he would have let that goal slip that went offside, that Santos scored, I would have been. He would have gone He would have gotten a shout as well because that's not acceptable if he would have allowed that goal. Luckily for him, he didn't. But still, 3 goals conceded is not the best. Back line, honestly, all of them can get 1 out of 10s. Koundé, I'm sick of Koundé. He can be gone. Araujo, if Flick starts Koundé in the next game, I'm literally hopping on a plane going to Barcelona and like literally throwing up the biggest Flick out sign in my life. I'm literally done with this. How is Koundé still starting after he hasn't had a good performance since? When was the last time? Koundé hasn't had a good performance since Newcastle in September, first Champions League game of the season. In early September, that's the last time Koundé had a good performance, and you're still playing Koundé in the starting right back position. You're starting Koundé in the starting right back position. I don't understand. Honestly, you should be playing Eric Garcia there, or at this point, just bring up the academy players. They can get experience. They might as well because we're losing games anyway. So just bring up the academy players. They can get their experience while we lose, and we're gonna be better off in the future. I don't want to see Koundé anymore until January. Araujo. I've honestly been a big Araujo supporter. Even since last year when like I backed Araujo this season. I thought Araujo was the best center back in terms of defensive ability. But after today, I mean, if you sell him in January, I'm sorry, get 60 million euros, 50, even that. Who's buying Araujo for 60 million? Get 40, 30 million euros. Honestly, at this point, for free, just get rid of him. I don't care if it's like a free. I don't care if you don't gain a single penny from that deal. Get him out of here. I don't want to see him anymore. Kubarsi, I've already said this. Kubarsi's just not ready yet. I don't care. He was good in that season under Xavi. He was good last year for the first part of the season. Ever since that Benfica game last year when he got a red card, Kubarsi's been he's been subpar. So he can go too. I don't playing for Barca. He can get some minutes for Barca Athletic, the Barca B team, and maybe he can get some more experience there. But he's not ready either. Left back Balde, I thought Balde was the best Barcelona player today. He's a lot of quality. His talent, his pace, his talent. He's got a lot of quality, man. I feel bad for Balde. He's just way better than all the other Barcelona players back there. Koundé, Araujo, Kubarsi, Christensen, Christensen, yeah. They don't compare to Balde. Balde is miles ahead. Balde should be getting twice the amount of salaries they're getting. These players are getting paid the 300K a week to do nothing. Koundé especially. What has Koundé done? I don't understand. Into the midfield, De Jong. I honestly think one thing I will say about De Jong is he was drawing fouls quite well. Every time De Jong got the ball, he was getting fouls. So and I felt like that was very important because Barcelona needed those fouls to kind of control the game. If we had 11 men, it would have been a much different game. But I thought De Jong was doing good to win fouls and kind of slow the pace of the game down because Chelsea were going at 100 miles per hour and Barcelona were going at negative 100 miles per hour. Barcelona didn't even look like they wanted to be there. So Frankie De Jong winning those fouls was something that I really thought he did well. Other than that, he didn't do anything. So congrats to you, Frankie De Jong. You did nothing. Then I'll hop on to Eric Garcia. He was all right, honestly. Eric Garcia is not a player who you can depend on he needs players around him to succeed. Eric Garcia is not Xavi. He's not Iniesta. He's not going to take over games by himself. So honestly, he was okay. Then we got into Fermin Lopez. He didn't really do anything. He was injured, but he didn't do anything. Ferran Torres, oh my god, bro. I honestly am done with Ferran Torres, bro. I don't know how this guy is still playing for Football Club Barcelona. He gives me hope that I can still become a professional player. Ferran Torres gives me hope that I can still play professional football. This is how bad this guy was during this game. He didn't do anything. He doesn't do anything. I don't understand what these players like. They're getting paid so much money and they can't even control ball. They're getting the best sleep, the best facilities, the best everything. Ferran Torres, you can't even. You're literally on the penalty spot with a 7-foot open goal and you can't even. I'm done with all these players, except for Lamine Yamal, Balde, and Rafinha, and Pedri. Everyone, Efrain Lopez, Eric Garcia. Everyone else could on and Jordan Garcia. Everyone else, I honestly don't even want to see him anymore. Sell him for free. Just get him out of here. He didn't do anything. Ferran Torres, I don't know what to say. Like, he scores 2 goals on the weekend against Bilbao, and then he comes here and he can't even score a sitter. And he doesn't. It's not like if he would have missed that and then he like creates chances, dribbles past. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do anything. He's like useless. He's literally useless. I don't even know what to say about these players. Then we got to Lewandowski. Get this Polish fraud out of here. He doesn't do anything either. I mean, I'm not even gonna blame him because Barcelona didn't really give him chances. But at the end of the day, like, you got to do something by yourself. Like, this guy's just. We can't, bro. You got Chelsea playing with Pedro Neto, Estevao. Who's in the striker position? I know D-Lop came in, but there's someone else playing striker. I don't remember. But it's Pedro Neto in there, and you're over here playing with 37-year-old Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. Another thing about Kubarsi, he got absolutely pace abused by Pedro Neto. When I saw that, I was like, holy, Barcelona is not at the level of any of these teams. It's not even close. All the Premier League teams are miles ahead of Barcelona. Real Madrid, Real Madrid, they're okay. They're still ahead of Barcelona, but these Premier League teams are literally making Barcelona look like a second division Spanish team. That's how bad Barcelona is compared to these teams. They have no chance. Barcelona faced Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City in a knockout stage match. They're done. Barcelona's not winning anything. This team right now is just, I don't know, maybe if when Pedri and Rafinha comes back to 100%, it'll be different, but with the team we have right now, Barcelona is not winning anything, especially when not against Premier League sides. These Premier League sides are too good for Barcelona. The way Pedro Neto went past Kubarsi there, it looked like a U17 player, a U15 player was defending him. Like, that's a speed difference that Pedro Neto had. Pedro Neto looked like he was like with the flash on, like, he had like extra, like, I don't even know, like, speed shoes on in an airplane. He looked like a jet compared to Kubarsi. Looked like a what do they call it? Like a bicycle compared to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto was on an airplane compared to Kubarsi. These players are just miles ahead of Barcelona. Kubarsi, I don't see the hype around Kubarsi either. Then we got to the subs. They did nothing. I mean, I don't even blame the sub. What do you want the subs to do? I thought Rafinha, to be fair, did. He honestly had a good shot as well. So I think when Rafinha comes back, this team might be a little bit better. But this team just has a lot of issues right now. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. This Barcelona team's really. I'm not even mad anymore. It's like I used to get mad over games, like the PSG game. I got mad. Real Madrid game, I got mad. I stopped getting mad now. I'm not even mad. Like, because for me, this is a norm now. I'm used to Barcelona losing these games like this. I'm used to them getting dominated off the pitch. I'm just used to it. Like, when I see Kubarsi getting pace abused by Pedro Neto, I honestly chuckle a little bit. Like, I kind of laugh. Like, it's not even like, I don't even get mad anymore because it's like, when I see Koundé making mistakes, it's kind of funny at times because it's like, how are these players... They have the best facilities in the world, making $300K a week, and they can't even they can't even make a 5-yard pass. And I'm like a players guy. Like, I really like players. Like, I honestly like. I like to tend. I'm more on the players' side than the coach's side. Like, I really respect players, like professional players. I know how hard it is to play professionally. Like, I know how talented these players are. Like, these players are obviously, they got there for a reason. They're some of the most talented players, but some of these things just get me mad because, like, I don't like doing this to players. Like, I don't like putting down players. But when Koundé's putting in these performances, when Kubarsi's putting in these performances, when Araujo's getting second yellows in the 30th minute, there's nothing else you can do, like, except for just, like, to put these players down. So for me, it's just, I mean, I'm used to it now. I'm kind of just done with the first half of the season. I'm kind of waiting for the Super Cup, see if we can beat Madrid in the Super Cup, and then after that, qualify for the Champions League, see what we can do. I honestly, like, all these games up until the new year, honestly, I'm just going to watch them for fun. I don't even care anymore if Barcelona lose every single game. Except for the Frankfurt game. If they win the Frankfurt game, they have to win that game. If they lose that game, I'm going to start getting worried because at that point, you're risking not even qualifying for the Champions League knockout stages. So, I mean, it would be nice to keep up with Real Madrid in La Liga, but the reality is, I don't know if Barcelona is going to win La Liga this year with the team that they have and with the players that Real Madrid. And Mbappe just scored 4 goals in a single game. And Ferran Torres can't even score a sitter. You got over here other teams, players scoring hat tricks, and Barcelona can't even score anything against these teams. I don't know, but for me, that was the end of the video. A very harsh video. I know I went deep into these players, but honestly, they deserve it. These players have been very poor. None of them have been... Even Lamine Yamal, he's been good in the La Liga games, but Lamine Yamal this season in the big Champions League games has been underwhelming. And I don't know if it's Rafinha affecting it, Pedri not being there, but Lamine Yamal has not been good enough in the big games. And all these players, honestly, even the players that have been doing well, I don't care. None of them showed up for this big game except for Balde. So honestly, all of them can just... They can go home, take a nap, and just refresh their minds. Got an important game against Alaves at the weekend at home. That's an easy win. Better to get the 3 points there, close the gap on Madrid, and maybe go top. We'll see. But I'll see you guys in the next video after Alaves. Until then, Nico out.